Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is located in Asia, next to India. It has three different names: Sri Lanka, Pearl of the Indian Ocean, and the Teardrop of India. Its first name, Sri Lanka, is official and undoubtedly the most well-known. Its second name is Pearl of the Indian Ocean. This is said to be named after its outstanding beauty. It's varied biodiversity, which is actually the highest in all of Asia, as well as one of its main exports, precious gemstones. Its third name, and the one most people do not know of, is the Teardrop of India. This is said to be named after its perfectly formed teardrop shape hanging off India. Talking about how Sri Lanka hangs off India, they were always quite friendly countries to each other. Things were quite tough in the Sri Lankan Civil War. The war was an armed conflict, and it was pretty chaotic. People were running around fleeing at the beginning, and yet Sri Lanka and India still remained friendly with each other. Ever since the war, Sri Lanka and India have become even closer allies. The war was from 1983 to 2009 and was a Sri Lankan government victory. Another tragic event that happened in Sri Lanka was the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. Sri Lanka was in fact the second worst hit country by the tsunami. More than 30,000 people were killed and over 500,000 were displaced. Now let's have some history. Sri Lanka was first colonized by the Portuguese in 1505, then Dutch in 1658, and then the British in 1796. Finally, the country gained full independence in 1948. More facts. Sri Lanka was before called Ceylon. It was called this when the British settled here and before it became a republic. Sri Lanka's population is 21.2 million, which will be quite cramped judging by the size of the country, which is 65,610 square kilometers. Sri Lanka's currency is the Sri Lankan rupee. 1 rupee is equal to 0.0083 Australian dollars. Sri Lanka's official languages are Sinhala, Tamil, and English. Sri Lanka has two capitals. Colombo is the legislative capital and largest city in Sri Lanka, while Sri Jayawardenepura Kota is the official capital. Tea, Sri Lanka's largest export. Yes, these are all tea. Tea is Sri Lanka's largest export, making up 12% of all of its exports by product. It's the fourth largest exporter of tea in the world, and in February 2017 marks its 150th year anniversary of tea exportation. Ceylon tea, being what Sri Lanka is most well known for, has been considered the cleanest tea in the world by the ISO, having the least pesticide residue quantities. So if you like tea, you'll love Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's waterfalls and rivers produce over 50% of the power for the country, as most of the power is generated by hydropower. Which is amazing! Australia is not that polluted, but Sri Lanka seems cleaner by 1,000 times. This photo is of the Moragahakanda hydropower plant. Even this is of extreme cleanliness. Cinnamon, a delicious compliment that goes perfectly with very many different foods. Cinnamon, to most people's surprise, is actually from Sri Lanka and was discovered by the Egyptians first in 2000 BC. These Egyptians use it for many things, including as a spice, but also as perfuming in the embalming process. Most of the world's cinnamon still comes from Sri Lanka, from 80 to 90%. There are 20 universities in Sri Lanka, 15 private universities, and 5 government ones, which, considering the population is around 20 million and the size of the country, this is impressive. Over 92% of people living in Sri Lanka are literate, which means that they have the highest literacy rate in all of South Asia. Let's take a train ride. The main line is the first and oldest train line in Sri Lanka and is praised by its users. The train line goes from Colombo to Ella and costs from 1.5 rupees in third class to 8 rupees in first class for the entire trip. Finally, there are plenty of wonderful sights to see in Sri Lanka. With crystal clear beachside resorts and excellent experiences with elephants, you'll find yourself jumping with joy. Thank you for watching this documentary.